Welcome to IABC Today, the podcast of the Kansas City chapter of the International Association of Business Communicators. I'm your host, Roy Harriman.
Welcome to a special podcast focusing on our Business Communicators Summit, which is Friday, February 15th at the Overland Park Convention Center. And here on the line with us to give us all the essentials about this day-long event is Anna Lewis, who is director of this year's Business Communicators Summit, which we're going to refer to as BCS for short. And Anna's day job is as a digital content specialist at Black & Veatch, but she's been working hard evenings and weekends to make this a valuable day for us. Anna, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Thanks for having me, Roy.
You bet. Now, Anna, every year, I know through BCS we seek to bring engaging keynote speakers who will not only inspire us, but also hopefully fill up our notebooks with ideas that we can apply right now and take back to our office. So at this year's BCS, we'll start the day with a keynoter named Brent Gleason, and he's a communicator who has a background as a Navy SEAL combat veteran and is now the Chief Marketing Officer at Internet Marketing Incorporated in San Diego. Give us some insight into what we can expect to learn from Brent.
Well, Roy, Brent brings a lot to the table. He's a passionate entrepreneur and a passionate person. As a Navy SEAL combat veteran, Brent is a dedicated person and a leader in his company and also the industry. His company, Internet Marketing Inc., is an agency specializing in analytics and data-driven integrated online marketing. So, in his presentation, he'll take a unique approach to explaining the value of data-driven integrated online marketing, which, this type of marketing is on the internet and is based around content, media, both digital and multimedia, SEO, which is search engine optimization, and now social media. I think it's safe to say that most of the people go to the internet first as a primary source to find information. So if your company doesn't have a solid and organized presence on the internet for people to find you, you're going to get lost in the big black hole of the internet. So most business owners and executives and marketers are pretty well versed on the basics of online marketing these days. However, the key is about understanding how to effectively design the right online marketing mix, as Brent puts it. And this mix can be that of analytics, like using software like Google Analytics, SEO strategy, paid advertisement, social media, etc. Whatever mix works best for your company and for your customers and or your audience. Using analytics and data to continually optimize your campaigns helps you lengthen your reach on the internet. And it's also about learning how to collect the right data and using the right information to gain insights and using those insights in turn to develop actionable strategies. I say this is a high-tech presentation, but with a conversational delivery. Brent is really great with people, and I know already people are really excited about him coming to BCS. And personally, as someone that works online and on the internet all the day, I'm very excited for his presentation.
Well, it sounds like he's going to help us make sense of the reams of data that are available to us that can just be overwhelming.
Right. And there's a lot that can be overwhelming with trying to market your business or your company online. And there's several different ways to do it. And he's just going to hit on all the topics that are all the different ways and strategies to be able to get your message out there and kind of just figure out which ones are good to use, which ones you might not need to worry about, just to make sure that you're represented well online.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be an excellent overview, and it sounds like he's going to be a person that people will want to follow up with later, whether it's online or in person. Anna, in addition to Brent, we have two additional keynoters, Sam Harrison and Shakis Newton. I know Sam's part of the IABC World Speaking team. He's going to talk to us about creativity. And Shakis is founder and president of Cardinal Consulting. She's going to share about how to overcome common communication pitfalls and how to be an all-around better communicator. What distinctly do you think we can look forward to from each of them?
Well, as an IABC National All-Star speaker, Sam Harrison's known for his motivational sessions on creativity. The thing I don't think many communicators want to admit is that sometimes we get in creative ruts. We use the same template, the same tone, the same wording, all that kind of stuff. And Sam plans to hit on the choices we face every day as communicators that ignite our creativity or push us back into those routines or excuses that we use. I think this presentation is valuable for business communicators because often our main focus is strategy, measurement, and the overall craft of the message or communications. These are all very important, but creative thinking is usually pushed aside when you're trying to develop the strategy and get those measurements and goals. So Sam wants us to use that creative process to actually fuel the strategy to push our communications to another height. And the thing I like most about Sam's presentation is that it covers ideas and items that you usually don't think about in your day-to-day work. And I'm very excited about Shakise. She's our final keynote for BCS. She's adored by many in the communications industry and has spoken at several national IABC events. Shakise's presentation focuses on the end result of communication and the overall art of communicating effectively. I bet you didn't know that there was, an effective communication art form, but, according to Shakise, there is, and she has a plan to make us all better communicators for it. In her keynote presentation, she'll cover how to communicate with the 3 C's: clear, concise, and compelling communications. And each of these will help you address the needs of your reader or listener. Shakise will give you tips on writing or speaking either professionally or personally. She'll point out the common mistakes communicators make when developing messages and show you how to create these messages effectively and efficiently, because we all know our time is valuable, and anything that can save us time is even more valuable. So lastly, Shakise will also address on how to communicate with different personalities and top influencers like CEOs and decision makers. I just have to say, trust me, this presentation, you don't want to miss it. With all the focus on technology these days, it's important to make sure that your message gets communicated properly, and I believe this session will help you kind of get back to the fundamentals of proper communication.
Well, I don't want to miss any of them. What I like about this lineup of these 3 keynoters, Anna, is that all of them are approaching such different topics. So if one, for some reason, didn't hit the bullseye for a particular communicator, the other 2 likely will. And they're diverse. And the other great thing I'm particularly thinking about, Sam is going to talk about creativity. I know definitely we can identify with getting in a creative rut, and I think just the whole BCS experience spurs creativity because you're able to step out of the office just long enough to calm down to let your mind indulge in some creative thinking. So the entire thing, I think, will spur creative thinking.
That's right. Exactly. That's our goal.
Now, Anna, those who have been to BCS before know it's more than a series of keynotes, as important as those are. What else can we expect in terms of learning opportunities?
Well, in addition to our 3 keynotes, we have 6 breakout sessions this year planned for BCS. Each breakout session will be an hour, and the topics will cover a variety of things. So we have mobile communication, we have branding and planning communication strategy, strategies to get more customers to read your information, your messages, across different platforms as well. And then Brent and Shakise will also do individual breakout sessions. Brent's breakout session will be the 6 key traits of leadership. He has done this presentation all over the country and received a ton of praise for it. I know many IABC members who have already told me that they'll be attending his breakout session. And Shakise will conduct her professional presence presentation, which will be great for all levels of professionals. She's a very successful entrepreneur and will discuss how to get to the top, which will help people who have questions about career planning or communicating with leadership. And finally, we have you, Roy, covering the topic of podcasting, similar to what we're doing right now to use to promote different marketing pieces. So this is a great opportunity if you want to explain what you're going to be talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Actually, tomorrow, I'm very excited. I get some new equipment delivered and installed, so I'll be able to talk about, whether it worked or not and whether or not to buy it in the future. So looking forward to that. So great. So 6 breakout sessions in addition to 3 keynotes, and you just pick the ones that resonate most with you. Mm-hmm. Finally, BCS, as important as all this data and information we're going to get, there are other opportunities, and those are opportunities to connect with peers. Tell us a little bit about that, Anna.
Well, you can potentially network with other attendees throughout the whole day. We do offer breaks in between sessions that allow for a chance to catch up with friends in the industry, perhaps meet new people, or even new business relationships. There'll be a wide range of professionals at the event. We plan to have a large student audience, as well as members of the nonprofit community, small business owners, people who work at agencies and corporations, and even C-suite professionals. Also, several people from the Midwest will be traveling to this event, so it won't just be KCers present. BCS is a great place to build your business contacts and offer help to people who are perhaps new to the community or even new to the industry.
Yeah, and I would add it's just a lot of fun. It's fun meeting people and even just the informal interaction throughout the day, the meals and the breaks. And our location this year is at the Overland Park Convention Center, which nearly all of us are no doubt familiar with. If we haven't been there, we've been by it. What can you tell us about the venue, food, coffee breaks, just kind of the tangential things that help to make it a great day?
Well, it's a modern venue, great facility, and at BCS we do provide lunch, breakfast, and a snack break. Beverages like soda, water, iced tea, coffee will be provided throughout the day, and we're actually working on setting up a cocktail hour immediately following the final keynote session. So, once all the hard work's done throughout the day, there's a time to relax and to actually get those business cards of the contacts that you made throughout the day and kind of wrap up that conversation. And for those people that don't know, the convention center is located between Lamar and Knoll, right off College Boulevard on the 435 freeway. And I think it's a spacious building with a wonderful location for all of our communicators in the area. And we will provide more information about the center and a map closer towards the event. But they're a great host for us to have our 2013 BCS.
Well, looking forward to that. Finally, BCS isn't free, but I've done a lot of comparisons on what conferences and seminars cost. It's downright affordable. How much does it cost? How do we register? And are there any deadlines we need to be aware of?
You're right. And compared to, let's say, national IABC conference, KCIBC is definitely affordable, and I think probably next in line to being one of the best conferences that IABC offers, but I'm a little biased.
Sure.
So right now we do have a special going on for both members and non-members. Members can register for $150, which is actually $25 off the normal rate, and non-members can register for $200, and that's $50 off the normal rate. So rates for members and non-members will go up on December 31st. So be sure to sign up before the 31st to be able to get that discounted rate. Full-time students with a valid student ID can register for $50. And also, this kind of just a just-in type of thing, any student from Grantham University can register for $50 as Grantham is the sponsor of Brent Gleason's keynote presentation. So that's a great opportunity for those students to come to BCS at a cheap rate too. And then finally, nonprofit professionals will have a set rate of $200 for the event. And all of this is available on KCIBC's website, kc.iabc.com. Just click on the events part at I believe it's on the tab at the top, Business Communicators Summit, and you will be able to find information about the whole conference as well as a link to register for the event.
And anyone who's listening to this after the 31st, the prices are going to be continually adjusting upwards, and the best thing to do is to go to the website to see what they are.
Right. After the 31st, that will be I guess the only early bird deadline is going on right now and will end on the 30th. So the 31st will be the final rates for members and non-members, and members will be $175 and non-members will be $250. So if you want to, save some money, then I would definitely recommend getting in before the 31st.
Or becoming a member, along with many other benefits.
That's true. You can definitely save a lot by doing that.
That's right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Anna, any final thoughts on this year's BCS?
We hope to see you on February 15th at the Overland Park Convention Center, and be sure to visit kc.iabc.com for more information, and you can always contact me for questions. My email, my contact information is listed on the website and all over the registration page, so feel free to shoot me an email if you run into any questions.
Well, it's going to be a great event, and I hope to see a record number of people there, including any of our friends listening.
Yes, as do I.
All right. Thank you so much, Anna.
Thanks so much, Roy.
Thanks for joining us for KC IABC Today. You can listen to this podcast on iTunes as well as our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to receive automatic updates on both. Learn more about us at kc.iabc.com. Thanks again.